You are too nice. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here on the HiFi Show. Today, 13th episode. Are you ready? If you want to submit your video, all the instructions are here below in the video description. Please do, because they're almost end. They're almost gone, all of them. Okay, let's start immediately with our first video. Going out now.
Hello everyone, greetings from the Netherlands. So, I wish to share my setup in this video. I will start maybe from with the room.
Very nice.
So the room is it's my attic. It's a fully treatment. Also, it's not only the function that my listening room, but also the storage behind the curtains. So there is a bit mess, but it's also helped with the acoustics. So in the corners, both corners, I have a lot of foam. So this helped with the bass. The ceiling, this helped with the mid-range frequencies, and so basically I have pretty flat frequency response. So
awesome.
I'm very happy what I achieved here. And so now maybe I can show you my speakers first. I will start with the smallest one. This is the Golden RBRX X stand mount speaker. Basically they are not here, they are not standing in my room in the attic, but in the living room, but I bring them here for this video. They are so nice that in the beginning they stand here, but they are too small for that room, and I decided to bring them to the living room, and they are
good choice.
Perfectly sounding fabulous. The next speaker is the Audiophysic Tempo 6 with the isoacoustics fits. They are for sale soon, because I'm swapping for those big speakers. Probably you are familiar with them.
A little bit.
And yeah, they are they are incredible. They sound incredible. So those Audiophysic Tempo going for sale. I don't need them. There is no room for them anymore, because now the set, what do you see? This is just for a video now. Normally they are standing out from here. Behind those three speakers, you can see a subwoofer. Actually, I have two of them. There is another one, 12-inch Velodyne EcoMax. For now, they are really, I'm not using them because of those big speakers. I don't feel that I need, but sooner or later, probably I will try. Okay, next you can try with sources. My analog source is Technics SL 1200 GR, and the idol is Audio Technica, but I'm not sure which model. I think maybe it's here. Yeah, you can see. I'm not really a very big fan of analog, so I'm listening casual. So this turntable and this needle is enough for me. Also, this is the phono from HiFi. Maybe this phono I will replace for something else, maybe from Line Magnetic, also like the other stuff what I have here. So the next source is CD from Line Magnetic with the tube buffer. Very nice, I really like that one. And the next source it's a streamer, HiFi Zen Stream. I'm really happy with this one also. It's just streamer, so it need to be connected to the DAC, and my DAC is also line magnetic. Model is 32, the number. Also with the tubes. This one is really nice. Replaced my older DAC ladder Schumann R2R, and that one is completely different, and I really like it. It fits very nice with the rest of my equipment. So the amplifiers, I have now 2 only, but completely different and very I would say close each other. Maybe I will start with the smaller one. This puppy. This is a VMV-A1, a high bias class A amplifier. Very close sound to SAT amplifiers. That's why I really like this one. And performs really, really good. Only costs €600, new one, but plays much above that price, much. And if you add preamp, it's really, really, really good equipment. You can even stay with this and no search no longer. So this is my like daily, maybe when it's very, very warm days, then I'm listening on that one. And in the winters, and basically my reference amplifier is this big boy, 55 kilo line magnetic SAT amplifier. The model is LM219EA. This big boy have 24 watts per channel, and the drivers are 300B, and the power tubes are 845. So this is my reference amplifier. I'm very, very happy with this one. Yeah, so this is my setup, and you can see that I'm listening a bit film music also. In general, I'm listening a lot of different music, so I like change genres a lot. So thank you for your attention. See you. Bye.
Okay. Wow. What a room. I love it. It's fantastic. It's really a special cave. I love the treatment that makes also this strange color and design. Very, very cool with the cement in the background. Alien, Predator, a little bit of movie. I guess you are a big buff of Golden Ear. As you know, I love the Triton reference as well. I had them. I still have them actually right there. Don't know if I'm gonna sell them soon. Probably so. I love the line magnetic, at least from an aesthetic point of view. It's just incredible, amazing, beautiful, gorgeous. I don't know the sound. I never heard them. I would be very curious actually, because I mean, a lot of people, I'm sorry to say, are won by the aesthetics. I'm sure. I mean, it's just jaw dropping. It's so cool. But you seem very interested. I mean, very caught by this. You seem frank, and you seem enjoying it. So good job. That's a good point for line magnetic, which is absolutely. I mean, they did also other tube gear, and a lot of people are claiming they're quite good. I see you also have a Technics. I see a pattern here, something very similar to what I had a few years ago. Don't know much about the CD and the preamp and the amplifier by line magnetic. I mean the preamplifier. I'm sorry, the DAC by line magnetic. Seems very nice. Great composition altogether. Fantastic. Congratulations. Let's proceed. Now here in the second video, there is a series of images. I don't know why, together with the video. Let's see the video, and then take a look at the pictures.
Hello, my name is Jasper, and this is my HiFi system. So it's a bit different. It's got a lot of DIY. Looks a bit crazy, so it'll be interesting to get your thoughts and reaction. The fence is just because we have kids. It does come down, but what we've got here is the DIY speakers designed by Tools Havison. This is called the Loudspeaker 3, so you can go to his website and check those out, get all the details. Up there we've a line magnetic tube amp. It's a 100-watt tube amp, class AB, although currently I only use the power section, just find it sounds better that way. Up on the shelf, top shelf, we've got what used to be and started out life as a Rega P324, but I've made a lot of changes to it. And then I do have a Denfrips Venus DAC and a power conditioner. The phono is a Little Bear phono stage, so that's a kind of DIY kit phono stage, but it's quite well documented how to improve this on the DIY audio form. So looking closer at the speakers, I added this TA96 Fostech Super Tweeter myself. These have got a horn lens on them from Joseph Krell. Again, he did a video on those, so it might be worth checking out. So part of the reason I love DIY is being able to really do things properly. So using like really high-end components and then building really solid cabinets for the speakers. So this is built out of combination of birch ply and MDF. One great thing about the speaker is, these 15-inch woofers, they're powered by a Hypex plate amp, so that means you can do some room correction, which makes a big difference in a room like this. Then here we've got some Sorbophane hemispheres, which these are sitting on, that completely decouples the speaker, so that works quite well in my opinion. It's very cost effective. In terms of the amp, I did do some upgrades here in terms of upgrading the coupling caps and upgrading the power caps. That always makes a big difference with any amplifier, I find. Looking at the record player, this platter is by a company called Insani Audio, and it's actually in two parts, so that completely decouples the bearing, any noise coming from the bearing. From this top part of the platter. It's got like some weights for a flywheel effect. This counterweight is by the same company, really nice. I've got a Sumiko Amethyst cartridge, Rega TT PSU. The motor is kind of sitting on those wood blocks there, which is decoupled. These are just from AliExpress, but it works well. Then having a quick look at the phono stage, that's the Little Bear. Again, some really nice quality components, some Dulund caps, Miflex caps in there. These are Russian tubes. They're quite effective, cost effective. So it looks a bit unorganized. Obviously I have to do some work on cable management, and this is a work in progress. There's always things left, right, things to work on. So but that's what I love about doing DIY, just tinkering, constantly improving everything.
Well, thank you so much for your submission. Very interesting, very funny. You're having like a cage around the speakers to protect your children or to protect your speakers. Very nice setup. I like your DIY approach. I absolutely endorse that. When I can and I have the skills, I do that as well. Very nice. Also, the super tweeter that you did on top of there with all the capacitors and things like that, the Fostechs. I saw PS Audio. Is that the Stellar or something else? I don't think you mentioned it. I'm not sure, but I don't think you mentioned that. Line magnetic. In this case is a parallel design. who knows me knows that I do not like that much that. In any case, I'm glad so many people are choosing to use tube amplifiers. Absolutely. Well, thank you for your submission. Now, let's take a look at these pictures you gave us. Let's see. I see the Sumiko. Okay, these are details of the... Here we have the plan for the speaker, how they are built. I can see. Cool. Interesting. Okay. What else? This is probably the crossover of the speakers, I believe. Very high quality components. Wow. You can see that immediately. Very cool. What else? Details of the capacitors. Okay, so these are all details of the speaker. You probably wrote this in the submission, but I couldn't remember. You know, I opened these randomly, you guys, you know that, and it's a true reaction. So I have no idea what's inside. Very nice. I like the design, and hopefully, as you are saying, claiming, they should even sound very nice. Cool, cool. Okay, wow, what a project. Okay, let's proceed now with our third video.
Hi Guido, this is Sergio from Porto Alegre, Brazil.
Oh, Brazil.
And thanks for letting me show my setup, and congratulations for your idea of letting people show their setups. So
Thank you.
This is my dedicated room for audio and also home theater. As you can see, the ceiling has these woods in a irregular arrangement, so I didn't need to do much for acoustic treatment. My speakers are BMW 802s D2s, powered by two Luxman stereo amps, as you can see here and here, M900U. So I use them in vertical bi-amping, meaning that one amp for each speaker. So the right channel of the amp drives the woofers, and the left channel drives the mid-range and the tweeter. So one amp for each speaker in a B-wiring configuration, as you can see here. My preamp is one that I love, is a Conrad Johnson 85 tube preamp. So the sound is fantastic. I love analog, as you can see here, but I have also some digital stuff. I'm gonna show you now. So this is the PS Audio P20 power regenerator. Here I have an Oppo 105 Blu-ray player. This is my DAC. It's a MSB, an old MSB, 20-year-old approximately, but very, very nice. Platinum Link Plus, I love its sound. And here I have an Auralic G2.2 streamer. And this is the MSB CD transport. It's a CD data transport from MSB Platinum Data CD4. So also very fantastic CD transport.
Krell.
Here down below I have this power supply. It's from Ferrum Audium Ipsus and the Silent Angel Bon M2 switch. That's for digital. And I love analog, so this is a fantastic turntable from Croatia. It's a SAM reference monster turntable. SAM means small audio manufacturer. And I have two tone arms here, two Kuzma tone arms, 313. This one with VTA and this one with a manual VTA. In this tone arm I have the Lyra Krell's cartridge, and in this other one a fantastic black crimson Vandenhoel. It's a very, very sweet cartridge.
I bet.
And this is my dream come true. That's my preferred turntable. It's a Transrotor Z3 with a Barry upgrade and with two motors, one here and one here. And this is its power supply, and with two arms. This Japanese Jelco TK950 12 inches tone arm. All my tone arms are 12 inches with the Hana Umami Red cartridge, a fantastic cartridge. And here another Kuzma 313 VTA 12 inches tone arm with this fantastic cartridge, the Lyra or Lyra, I think it's Lyra, Etna Lambda. Here I think you can see. And my reel-to-reel is a Revox PR99 MK2. It's also fantastic reel-to-reel. This down below, there's two batteries from ASR power supply for the phono preamp. Since I have 4 tone arms, I need 4 inputs for phono preamps. So this is the basic exclusive phono preamp with only one input from ASR. It's a fantastic phono preamp. This is the same one, but this with 2 inputs, so I can run 2 tone arms. And this is another phono preamp from Vandenhoel, the Grail SB, also fantastic phono preamp. I use also one JL Audio F113 subwoofer here. So this is my setup. I have also some things for home theater. This is Acuros home theater processor, and I have that guy there. I have 3 of them, Luxman M117 amps to drive the other speakers. Central speaker over there, lateral speakers, there's one there and one there, all from BMW, and then those 2 rear speakers. And this is the Optoma laser projector, and I have a 96-inch screen that goes there behind the equipments. So this is my system. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you. Wow. Incredible. Outstanding. Very, very cool. Very high quality. Very a great room. Wow. I see that you are a great amplifier guy, which not only you have a bi-amplification, but you also have multiple amplifiers for all the surround. Wow. Incredible. The Luxmans, the Conrad Johnsons. If I understand, you use one amplifier for both channels of one, speaker. Well, that obviously can work, but you're clearly not using, the signal has to be in mono for that channel. So you did not describe how the signal is coming, because clearly you're not using a left and a right as a source, clearly. I don't know. There's a piece missing on how you're using that, but it does make sense. But you have to do something before the amplifiers, otherwise it's going to be kind of strange. But I love that. I love that a lot. if you know what you're doing, it's one of the best solutions to have the best performance. Absolutely. Love the two turntables. Not a big fan of gold. That's me. I like the Revox. I mean, with this setup, I think you could go even up or ahead, but you probably don't have that many tapes. I don't know. I'm just making a hypothesis. Great power treatment. A good old Oppo there. And I see also some instruments. Great place. Congratulations. Great room once again. Okay, let's proceed now with our fourth video.
Ciao, Guido.
Ciao.
Greetings from Las Vegas, Nevada. My name is David, and this is my 2-channel system. Where do I begin? Well, let's start with the room, shall we? The room's about 24 feet long, just over 24 feet long, by a little over 17 feet wide, by 8 feet high.
Can already
situated
hear.
on the second floor of a 3-story house
It's empty.
in Sin City, Nevada. As far as acoustic treatments, to the right of the right speaker, we have 2 Still Points aperture panels and a GIK acoustic panel. They serve as a absorption for the first reflection point of the right speaker. And then behind them are two more GIK panels and a bass trap, followed by a Still Points aperture panel behind the rack, another bass trap, and 2 more GIK panels on that wall. And then the first reflection point for the left speaker is a hallway. Hallway leads into two bedrooms, one of which is my music storage. And then the one rear corner is a staircase going upstairs. So basically another sonic black hole for the bass. And then back here we have a pair of Still Points tri-corner traps.
Nice.
Yeah. Hand signed by Mr. H.R. Geiger. Recognize that cover? Yep. The man who designed the alien. The Schizoid Man. Signed by Robert Fripp.
Cool.
King Crimson's my favorite band of all time.
Aha.
Anyway, getting to the gear. The speakers. These are Magico Q3s. I bought them as demo units a little over 10 years ago. And I haven't felt the need to replace them. They're great speakers. Very heavy. I do not move them very often. They are sitting on Still Points Ultra 5 footers. I had them originally on Magico spikes, but those proved not great, at least not on this second floor. The spikes emphasized the attack too much to the detriment of the follow-through. It was like a golf swing where you're slicing the ball. But putting the Magicos on these footers even things out. The attack and the follow-through balanced out nicely.
Well done.
And that was a good move. Good move. And speaking of Still Points, I also have the Still Points rack for my gear and amplifier stands, and also an amp stand for my Taurus isolation transformer, which is daisy chained with the Power Cell 10SE from Synergistic Research. So that plugs into the wall, and then the Power Cell plugs into the Taurus. The amplifiers are a pair of Bob Carver Crimson 350 monoblocks. They do a very capable job of driving the Magicos, surprisingly, for tube amps, driving speakers that are not easy to drive. But as I don't really blast my music these days, they do a pretty good job. And these are the first all-tube component that I've owned. In the past, I had a pair of Musical Fidelity Tri-Vista items, the integrated amp and the SACD player, and they sounded great, but these are the first all-tube things I've owned. On top of the rack, we have a Technics 1200G, the Herbie's mat, and a Lyra Kleos cartridge. Also added the KAB fluid damper trough. This feeds into a MoFi Masterphono phono preamp. This is the newest item in my rack. I picked this up in 2024. It was an open box model, so I saved some money. And it's a better match for my Lyra Kleos than the Parasound JC3 Plus that I had in here before. The Parasound and the Lyra, I think, are a little too much alike. And the MoFi, I don't want to say smooths things over, but it's a little warmer, maybe a little rounder than the Parasound, yet it's more highly resolving than the Parasound. All in all, this was a good pickup, this Masterphono. I've got no complaints. Below that, we have the digital Esoteric KO1X. I've had this for 10 years now, too. Solid player, sounds fantastic. SACDs, CDs, wonderful player. No hiccups as far as reliability. It's a tank. In fact, the Esoteric weighs more than the amps. The amps are about 44 pounds each, and the Esoteric's over 70 pounds. Yikes. Heaviest thing in the rack. Below that, we have the brains of the outfit, the Music First Audio, Baby Reference version 2, autoformer based, yeah, I can't talk today, autoformer based passive preamp. So basically, straight wire with no gain. And that's the brains of the outfit. And let's see, we did the power cell, the speakers, and everything else. I think we got it all. Am I missing it? Oh, yes. Also have the Synergistic Research FEQ device. And 15 of these little HFTs spread out throughout the room. I actually could use more of these. There's room this size, I should probably have about 10 more. But they work in good combination with the panels. And I believe that is it. Thank you for your patience and putting up with my stuttering. And I wish you all well. Here's to a fun 2025.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Beautiful system. Essential, maybe? Not even too much essential, but compared to what we've seen up until now. Wow, very clean, but it's all there. And every component is very high quality. I love this rack. It's gorgeous. It really communicates solidity, and I don't know. It really seems that it's doing the job correctly. Fantastic. I love it. I also love those stands under the tube amps. Wow.
So as you can imagine, while I'm editing the video, the HiFi Show video, a lot of times I pause better. I reflect on what I saw, and other things come to my mind, which I would like to share. Like in this case, for example, now you said this was your first tube amp, which is gorgeous. It's fantastic, but it's an incredibly muscle amp. It's something that you have to use at all costs when you have the speakers like yours. Very, very difficult to drive. Power hungry and difficult to drive. So it's cool, it's interesting that they make beasts like that go all the way up to 350 watts with tubes, with that special type of tube, which we all know comes from a retrieval on the MiG Russian airplanes. Yes, it's a true story. In any case, I do recommend to try, if you slightly sense a good type of a sound that you like that, I think it's better to go towards a more sensitive type of speaker. Or if you like the magical quality, special quality, you're gonna have to hunt to see which is capable of dealing with the magicals, but a quality Class A amp, solid state, okay? This combination, I don't think is a winner. In my opinion, okay? This is my opinion, and based on other situations, clearly. So maybe the magical and that amplifier you have, those monoblocks, are heaven, okay? It's just a suggestion, since I think it's correct to say something more when it comes to my mind. Since you made the effort to send me the videos, I think it's worthwhile to share further reflections. Thank you again. Let's proceed now.
Great speakers, the Magico. Great spinner, the esoteric, even the amps. A lot of power conditioning, very good. A lot of room treatment, although already from your presentation I can hear there's an echo. So with that really square room, you really have to work on that, unfortunately. I'm sure if you start putting something on the ceiling, since the room is already completely dedicated to audio, I don't think anybody's gonna hopefully pout or be annoyed by putting something on the ceiling or more carpets or things like that, because you need a little extra stuff, but you already did a lot. Absolutely. Congratulations on that. Every single little part, like it a lot. The phono preamp by Mofi. Great stuff. The Technics, congratulations. The Krells, very, very nice. Thank you again for your submission, and it must be fantastic to listen to. Okay, let's proceed now to our last video.
Buonasera, Guido. This is
Buonasera.
Michael from Canada. Happy to share my system with you today. I've been watching your channel for some time. I'm really enjoying the content. So hoping you can give me some tips on where I could drive some improvement. Starting from the speakers out, we're running Infinity Kappa 8s. You'll see in my system that it's a blend of vintage and new. Primarily running analog with my turntable, but also some streaming and SACDs. So these speakers are high current, which meant when I got them, I needed to change up my amps. So I am bi-amping with two Krell KST 100s. Definitely needed for the high current because the speakers go down so low. You see here Jimmy Page, the one and only, on top of my streamer and DAC, Ever Solo DMP-A6. Probably opportunity for a DAC upgrade. However, I do spend most of my time listening to the turntable. Here I have my phono preamp, a Moon 310 LP, I believe is a Canadian brand. And then here I have the mix where I go from solid state in the amplifiers to tube in the preamplifier, the Audio Research SP16. Really like the sound here as my first foray into tube, so just learning it and getting used to the sound. Next we have the pride of the collection, I think, is my Oracle Delphi MK1 turntable. Again, vintage, but you know, quite advanced when it was launched in the late 1970s. I'm running, as you can see, a Jelco 750 tone arm, and the cartridge is a Dynavector. I've swapped that between that and an Audio Technica, both moving coil. And again, I do run some SACDs or play some SACDs. This is the Denon 5910. It's a real beast of an SACD player. If you pick it up, it feels like an amplifier. And again, like I said, we are bi-amping the speakers with the Krell KST 100s. Again, back into the infinities. So overall, very happy with the sound. Again, I think the key has really been balancing the cartridge with the warmth of the tube preamp. And again, really focused on all analog type playback on the turntable. Really enjoying many of the new amazing reissues that have come from the many awesome providers. So, grazie mille, Guido. Thank you so much. I look forward to your feedback. Take care.
Well, grazie a te. Thank you. Very, very nice. I like it. I like the combination. I like the mix. You know, I do the same. So, great speakers. I like the fact that you are also bi-amping. It's incredible in this video. There's like 3 people doing that. It's not that frequent. Congratulations. Also, the Krells, nice and muscle stuff there. Well, the Audio Research, great preamplifier, no question about it. I love the turntable is very cool looking. Great 70s design by Oracle. Wow. Yeah, maybe the DAC, but it's a decent DAC. I would, yeah, maybe I would, since you're searching for some comments, since you seem so, let's say, absorbed and pulled in by analog, why not explore cassettes? Why not explore reel-to-reel? You don't have to go to spend incredible amounts of money, you know that. I did a lot of videos on that, especially if you start with cassettes. There's great satisfaction there, absolutely. Okay, well, thank you all for your incredible submissions. Very nice rooms, all of them, really, truly. I like them a lot, very different. A lot of biamping, I like that. That's also something coming on the channel soon. And thank you again for watching. And remember that music is born analog. Ciao, ciao, ciao. Hey there, if you are enjoying my content, please consider to subscribe. It's free, and it will help the channel tremendously. Also, don't forget to explore my prior videos. There's something for everyone. Welcome to the audiophile community.